Murray, make them hoes drop.
Come close. Come close. Boy,
I'm
come
like, boy, we
close.
gotta bring this.
Come close.
That's all y'all was missing was that.
Come close.
Facts. You need to let us keep it.
Already know.
You heard what I just told? You heard what I told?
Hey,
You need to let
real
us
talk.
keep it.
Y'all, hey, on the cool, y'all keep that bitch up till y'all shit come.
What? Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
we need that endorsement, man.
What?
Y'all can put that bitch up. Fuck it.
Chris.
We working. We working, baby.
What?
All of us, we working.
Man, look, you know.
We working.
We were calling.
Drop.
Yo, this is Benjamin, and we live at Music Box Studio. You heard me today. We got a very, very, very special guest. You heard me. Let him introduce himself.
It's DJ T, you know, young entrepreneur, show off. We in this thing, man. Shout out to my dude G. I got Chopper City with me. And we just represent, man, holding the brand down, trying to get these businesses going, starting this generational wealth.
Protect the brand.
That's it.
Man, I was so happy. I ain't gonna lie, like, this was like, that's why I was just telling your team. This right here was like a gift from God. You heard me?
Yeah.
And I know because you always on my mind, but I don't know why they ain't never really crossed my mind. Even with me really starting out with my camera work in the bounce world, in the club world, you know what I'm saying, that local scene, I never really tapped into them first.
Right.
I kind of went the other way first.
Right.
But y'all really the ones who really hold down the whole trendsetting thing in the city, the whole vibe of the city, how lit the city be.
Right.
That's really like you kind of,
Right.
you know,
Real
you
talk.
and people like you, they got a few, ain't too many bricklayers like that,
Yeah.
but you one of them. You heard me? Like,
I appreciate that.
and it kind of fell in my lap, you did, because nigga been buzzing and and I can't say you tapped in with me just because we been buzzing, because you tapped in with me when we was, I was doing like anything I do, you always tap in with me from the
Believe
concession
that.
stand.
I'm coming talk
through,
to you.
heard
We
me?
coming Joe.
Coming with the
You know
fire
that.
orders, like the teasers, like the vines, you did. You
Believe
always
that.
giving me access to them. And throwing the dopest parties. Like the parties be crazy. Like, how I feel to be such a fly little nigga, you heard me, for
Man,
so long,
I
dog.
really gotta
like,
get back, brother. I ain't been feeling it, really. You know, I've been feeling like an old man lately, but I really been telling my team the same thing. I'm like, man, we've been doing some lit stuff over the past years, bro. We gotta really get back, because we just been, doing other things. You know, we ain't falling off. We just starting other revenues and stuff, but it's time to get back with that, man. We did some concerts and stuff through Corona, and that was that. I started DJing for a little while because I was trying to get these buses up and running. You know, like we full time. We got the party bus. We got a whole transportation service. Like we got the Sprinter. We do medical transportation, school pickup for private school kids. We got a 50-passenger coach bus, like a Greyhound bus, and there's a party bus. You could take it on tour, whatever you want. We got the black trucks. We got whatever you need. We got it.
see, and I'm gonna say this. One thing I could say about you, and maybe it was the hustler in me, right? I never felt envious of you,
Believe
right?
it.
Every time I seen you make a different move,
You salute it.
I be like, man, that little nigga. You hear me? Like you know, like how you watch football
Real
and you
talk.
see a nigga make a play, and you be like, ball. You hear me? If I was 6'5" and like, bitch, I made that fucking. Ooh, that
Yeah,
nigga
real
make
talk,
me
real
proud.
talk.
You did like. So from a hustler point of view, I know it's steps. Like when you evaluate the atmosphere, it's steps. You know, you feel like you gotta take, like you gotta step out on this ledge when you're a hustler and make this move. And you just was making all the right moves, dog, and in front of everybody. So
Right.
just like they said, God bless you in front of everybody. He gonna test you in front of everybody.
That's a fact.
And like you a proven testament to that. That's why I always did salute you. I don't care where I seen you at.
I appreciate
always
that.
did
Believe
salute
that,
you.
believe that.
Tell me a little bit about Show Off Entertainment.
Man, the whole thing is like we not really like showing off on people like in a bad way. It's really like, some people stunt. You could take a picture by another person's car and stunt with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We showing off. We showing our blessings off, like, you know what I'm saying? And we don't do it to envy. We do it to show people that you don't have to be a rapper to do this. We're going to do the same thing they do. We're going to get chains. We're going to get cars. We're going to be fly. But we don't have to make a song. We could be entrepreneurs. We could start us a business and get all the same thing the rappers got, you know? Like, we ain't got a song out.
And I think that's you. Like the show off thing is funny to me because you not really a show off, right?
Right.
But you all like I never really heard you talk loud.
Real
I
talk.
never heard you just like try to just be like a center of attention. But you always did buzz and you always was you always was on fire. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Which kind of like it was a conundrum to me. I'm like, how does the quiet nigga nobody really like he ain't really saying nothing, but everybody knew him. Everybody won't know him. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like you always stayed buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you came with the show off, I don't know, it just kind of made sense. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Kind of made sense because you not that. How you feel about stepping into like management and stuff like that compared to being in the mix with the DJs and like what's the difference?
It's all to me. It all fall under the same umbrella. You still making relationships and stuff because you're the DJ. So now, all the relationships I done built over the 10 years, 11 years I've been DJing, I could take my artists to these artists that I helped out and did stuff for, who bigger artists, and get access. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like a cheat code.
It really is because in New Orleans the DJs kind of got all the
All
relationships.
the
You
relationships.
did,
It's a
and
cheat code.
we preach here relationships over money. You
Believe
know what I'm saying?
that.
Like yeah, people in my inbox, they ready to pay me for an interview, pay me for this, pay me for that, but it just don't make sense to my brand.
Not right now.
It
Just
don't make
wait.
sense.
I'm gonna have that time
Yeah,
for you.
I'm gonna make something for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
but
to.
it just don't make sense to my brand right now. Not saying they up or down.
Believe that.
It's just my brand kind of based off of influence and not just being hot.
Believe
Just
it.
just what you gave to the game. You know what I'm saying? You gave a lot and you got a lot out of it, and you getting what you deserve. Seem like you getting the seeds that you planted. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Um, how did you end up coming into like the bounce or just the music industry? Because you got so much
Yeah.
shit going on. Like what when music became like your thing?
All right, music or you just coming into the DJing world? Cause look, I'm gonna tell you like this. When I first
Explain it to me because
how the music went with me is a whole is a domino effect. I never had a job before, you know. So when I was like 12 and 13, I knew how to play the drums, right? So now I'm playing with second line bands all the way up until 18 years old. I'm going out of town with second line bands. I got my own second line band. I'm playing with everybody because it's like I'm so young and I know how to play. So they get more attention for that. So I was making a hell of money doing that. Like when I made 15, I got a car. He my witness. When I made 15, I got a car. We making hella money because I'm in a second line band. So I'm working every week. I'm making hella money So I crossed over. I'm still playing a second line band until I was about 18. I started DJing. I'm like, my mama had this little ring ceremony thing at her school or whatever, and they needed somebody to play the music. They gave me the list. So I just was looking up how I could play the music without having it to stop and go play to the next song. So I went to messing with it. I liked it. So, man, I'm like, man, I'm about to get down with this. And you know how the law work. We went look at a building, and the man was taking all his stuff out the building because he was moving. And he was complaining about the dudes never can get everything down on the speakers and pull the carpet up. So I did a deal with him. I'm like, since you're moving, if we pull the carpet up, can we take the speakers? So he like, yeah. So now, boom, he give me the speakers. Man, bro, it's like once I got them speakers, the rest was history, son. I ain't never had a weekend without working, son. When I got them speakers, the Lord blessed me where I don't never have a weekend without work, bro.
How much is that? All right, look, as a hustler, right?
Right.
While you in the middle of that mix, how much of that you saying is me, and not go like how much of that you saying like damn that nigga, like at that at any
I
point,
ain't doing nothing, bro.
so at that point you felt like it was falling in your
I
lap,
know what it was already.
right?
You
So
know.
so you had to be wise, like a lot, and I'm gonna say this, like a lot of youngsters that watch this, wisdom at a young age is a real blessing because some people would have took that blessing and just just overlooked that saying
No.
all right, go ahead finish.
Yeah, it was the Lord. He was like, it's like once I got them speakers and then I found out the program Virtual DJ was free and I went to download songs, bro, and it hit, man. Like at the ring ceremony, now they already about to graduate, so while I'm playing the music over there, a lady asked me, how much it is to come DJ by my house. You know, my daughter graduating in a couple of days. You know how the ring ceremony be, you know, right before you graduate. So that was my first gig. When I got that one, I got another one from there. When I got another one from there, man, bro, to the point when my mama come home with her truck, I was all about branding, right? I got some magnets to put on side the car. It say show off music, DJ T, book me for your event. I throw her magnets on and just ride around the car. I'm getting gigs from that. I always was big on branding. Before we go do the gig, I could be going to make 150. I'm going to spend 75 on getting shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then once I kept going like that, bro, I really was like playing in the second line van. I'm investing in my DJing. Now I won't spend now. I'm like, man, just playing on this computer. They liking it, but I want them to take me serious for when it's time for me to go up and get more money. I was always into the look and the money part. I know how the game was, you know? So I'm like, I found, rest in peace to my man DJ Ja. You know what I'm saying? Ja was like, he had sent me his whole setup for 800. And I hustled the 800, got the setup. I practiced every day, bro, until I learned how to do it, son. And I worked, man. It was the law. Like, you know, like I tell young people, I'm like, they be wondering why they can't get over this, get over that. They think, oh man, it's this, it's that. Man, you got a blockage on your life. You got to get with that man. You'll be doing something wrong. You playing with your mama, and you worry why you can't get a job, bro. This is why you can't get on your feet. Ain't nothing you doing. You got to get straight with that man first before anything.
See, that's why like on the park, the first thing I did when I got like control of the park,
Right.
put a chessboard out there. Because chess, they got black and they got white.
Right.
Right? It's not about skin color. It's really about life. Life is dual. So they got two sides of life. You got your physical side and your spiritual side.
That's a fact.
And God said, give Caesar to Caesar, give me to me. So
Real
when you
talk.
pay your bills, pay your bills.
Real
Like,
talk.
pay your bills on both ends. You can't just be paying your light bill and not getting right with that man
That's a
and
fact.
then expecting everything to go right. Because when you're on that chessboard, you can't really force a move. You play off the opponent, you dig, and you don't do too much. Don't go crossing that line when ain't your time to cross the line.
That's
Wait
a
till
fact.
you make the mistake and then you cross that line.
Right.
You know, wait till the enemy make the mistake, 'cause that's what he waiting on you to do. Make the mistake so he could cross that line. You like, damn, how the fuck I'm on child support? How the bitch, like, bitch, you're moving bad. You know what I'm saying?
talk.
So like, life is dual like that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta learn how to play the game, man. It's like all this stuff is
New Orleans,
gotta
New
learn
Orleans
the game.
kind of New Orleans. I think New Orleans. I think that's what kind of make us special because we get the big city shit within 15 minutes radius. Like from uptown to downtown, everything is different.
Right.
My nigga, like in every section, something changed. From the 9 wall with the dicky fits, from the 8 wall being not the 9 wall, but they vicious,
Right.
to the 7 wall, to the 6 wall, to just going all the way to uptown, even to cross the river. Everybody different, but they within a 5 to 10 minute radius from
crazy.
each other.
Real talk.
And it's really like I say it all the time, like that's why hustlers be like, if you could eat here, you could go to inner city and eat. Is because it's almost like a
Crab in a bucket.
no, look, it's kind of like a laboratory. You know what I'm saying? Like it's small, like a laboratory. So any like you artists like you would go to Miami and be a billionaire.
Right.
You just in a smaller market, and what you're doing, it really makes sense. Speak on DJ Ja, because Ja was somebody that when I first came in the game, he was hot, and he was one of those humble DJs that
Man, I
you
love
heard me,
that
that'll
nigga,
really
boy.
run it with you and give you some
I
game
love that
and
nigga,
give you
boy.
applause. Can you speak on Ja?
Man, Ja really the reason why I was able to prosper too, because every gig he had, he let me get on at the peak of the hours. He don't even want me to DJ while it's low. When it get packed, he let me go to work. Let's go. Let's go. Strap up. Let's go. He wait. Ain't no, you ain't getting on to open up for me or none of that. When this bitch start jumping, get on. Let's go. And he did that to all his gigs. Like I said, he started having to ask me how to do shit after about 2 months, because I was studying that shit, bro. I was not, man, I'm inside. My mama putting me out. I'm going to the garage. Nigga, I got to scratch. Fuck that. But then once I went to learning how to scratch, bro, I was scared too. So when I first bought everything out, I keep the computer plugged up, but don't even have the board plugged up, just trying to, ease my way into it. But like I told you, my second year in, I started doing. Now I was already doing parties already, like little house parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like moms let me throw house parties at the house and everything. So anything I'm doing is packed already because when I'm young, I'm fly. I got the car already. I'm 16 now, so I got the all white car with the all white 24s on it. So so I'm throwing the parties. I was already lit, so I'm like, man, I gotta find something to do because we making money already. I'm throwing house parties. My mama was into halls and stuff. My mama ain't got a hall. Man, I don't know, she just ain't gonna do it no more or something, man. This hall so big, bro. It's on the service road by Popeyes, bro. It's like old furniture store or something. So imagine that as a hall. It's like 5,000, 6,000 square feet. So, man, I started doing the parties. I went to Lincoln with people, like just networking on relationships. And I got 3 dudes who I know we all separate popping. Like, dude stay across the street from me. Shout out my nigga Henny. He was like, he went to Brother Martin, right? Now, this one we moved across the road. My mama bought a house. She got married and all that. So he went to Brother Martin. He was a little pretty boy. He had the wave at the private schools. Then I had another one, went to St. Aug. He had the wave with all the little private schools. Then it was me. I went to 3-5. So we did one party. We bringing all that up. Man, son, it was going down. To the point, I'm making 5 to 10 G's a week.
What?
I promise you, bro.
Dog. All right. So you you in the middle you in the middle of your career, right? You buzzing, right? You really buzzing. Take me to that time. Like, take me to the middle
Take
of
you
you
to
being
Taste
the
It
hottest.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Trapper City, take him to Taste
Take
It
me to
Tuesday.
Taste It
I know he
Tuesdays.
was gonna get
Take me
it
to
out,
Taste It
man.
Tuesdays where you your hottest, right?
I know he
Take
was
me there.
gonna
Take
get
me
it
there.
out,
Take me
man.
there. Take me there. Take me there.
Man, now I'm at Taste It Tuesday. Ooh. To the point, brother, listen, Taste It Tuesday is where I got all my little recognition from. Because it was like, we was the only thing open on Tuesday. And then I did this for 9 years
You think
straight.
Juvie took that blueprint?
I ain't never go over there, but I heard it been popping.
No, I'm not. You
Boy.
think he took that same blueprint? Cause I ain't gonna lie. When you go on Juvie page, he don't never really post club shit, right? Niggas just post him watering down them fucking crabs and shit.
With his belly out, with an apron on.
But that bitch the wave on Tuesday. You think you
ain't got
gotta take
nothing
your
on.
blueprint? Because that was your blueprint.
Son, listen,
But bring me back there. Bring me back there. Bring me
if
back
we
there.
say we doing Tasty Tuesday, man, they can hang up that. But they gonna still do them too because they got enough people to go both spots because people's going to Caesars and Tasty Tuesday.
Facts.
So Caesars ain't never stopped and
No.
we're popping with them. So
Facts.
it's enough money for all us because it's Tuesday, so it's less clubs open. It's like 3 clubs. That's enough money for 3 clubs.
Bring me back to Tasty Tuesday.
Man, son.
DJ T, he
Man.
is hottest. You at your hottest. Bring me there.
It's just, now I come on at 1 in the morning. When I get there, really about 12:30.
Hold on. Freeze. I just want to say this because I just want to set the tone for this, you dig? Because I'm a cameraman, and like when this nigga come on, you hear me? Like if he not there when you get there and he coming on,
You gonna feel
you
it.
hear me? Like is the atmosphere change? You hear me? Like the girls start like pulling their shorts up a little. You hear niggas start hitting their
always
drinks
do
harder,
that.
getting the extra drinks in. You hear me? So they could be out their body. You hear me? So now shit about to get real different.
About to
Go.
get spicy.
Go.
Real talk. Say, listen, bro. They know. He never, that's my cousin, that's my blood. He never like going out. He only go out because see them two, they the most overprotective of me. Like, if we go behind that wall, they about to come try to scoop behind the wall, see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So they overprotect. He don't go out for nothing. Nothing in the world. Tuesday, he come. You know, and he was my bro, he be chilling. We ain't into being in the club, hiding that girl, grabbing on him. We just like to chill with each other, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he got a whole lot Tasty Tuesday. That one week I went up, that nigga was calling me Sunday. Boy, what we wearing Tuesday? I said, you love it, huh? And son, we had so much, and see, look at, so how we hyped it up was, Now, don't forget, we got the Sprinter too now. So now, we just pulling up, me the DJ, in the Sprinter, we got the cameraman, everything. We just hyping it up just to be, extra. So when I come in, my whole goal is to make my presence feel like, oh, he here, nigga. You know he here. You know what I'm saying? When I come on, I've been to drive the whole intro. And then came on. But it's gonna go up. I'm going straight up when I come through the door. I ain't about to work my way up. We going straight through the roof. You already know. You ain't never see me DJ and we ain't go up.
Up.
So I stopped the whole COVID. So they got a lot of people don't know that I DJ. I changed my hairstyle, cut my hair. So, I've been into just staying out the way lately,
do it
dog.
again,
But I love it, bro. I gotta get
You
it
going
crack.
back?
I got to get it crack. I ain't tripping on like all bounce stuff, but then on top of that, my second year in, I'm at Vaso. Frida and them holler, man, I need you to come on tour. You got a passport? I go get a passport because I knew Frida because Frida grew up around my daddy and them and all that. So Frida kind of knew my people, so that was my dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Frida like, man, you got a passport? I'm like, I'm a hustler. I go get it. It makes sense. He told me where to get it. Man, that boy like, son, I gotta have you on tour. You nice.
So you went on tour with Frida?
What? For 45 days?
What that was like?
Man, it was insane, boy. Frida took me all around the world, bro. Real talk.
What that's like?
Man, I went to Europe, Canada, just every state you only could think of.
Frida show's almost bigger.
Yeah, man. Frida got shows. London, Frida got shows, bro.
What was the most lit show you had, like, internationally
He
with
too
Frida?
lit. All of them.
All of them?
He too lit, bro. Like, I gotta respect his mind. He
Who got the
lit.
prettiest women?
I ain't gonna lie, I be so locked in. Like at the time,
T.
you gotta think. Look,
T,
at the time, look.
who got the prettiest women? T, I know you a hustler.
Like what?
I
What you
understand.
mean? Like,
Out
what
of
state?
all them countries, man, you went to
I ain't
countries,
gonna lie,
dude. You
but look
from
up.
New Orleans.
Check me out. Hit me
you
out.
went
Hit
to
me
countries.
out. Hit me
Where
out. Hit
who
me
got
out.
the prettiest women? T.
They don't have nothing but all Frida shows be all white folks.
Yeah, different crowd.
You gotta think now. The
So you ain't
further
never
you
see-
get, the more white folks. The less the black people blend
Real
out.
talk?
Yeah. All white folks.
I ain't never
bro.
see. I'm only a local
Yeah.
Frida. Like I'm local Frida. I ain't see Frida outside.
Boy,
So Frida
son, that
outside
man
of here.
humble, son. He humble,
Say
bro.
Frida outside of here, it be like number like what?
He's so humble, bro. Frida touchdown in the city, catch the Uber, go walk, smoke his Joe. I'm like, Frida, come on now. You got the whole crowd. He just that humble, bro. He can't get out of there. I promise you. That dude, he do his thing. I salute him. Shout out to Big Frida, man. I made over. I know, man. Fucking with Frida, bro. I done made 6 figures with Frida. Real talk.
Talk about can you speak on that relationship? Like how y'all end up like how that like put it like this. A lot of people couldn't make that move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you being you, it's almost like you was made to make that move. Like
I had to.
Can you speak on y'all relationship a little bit more?
I knew opportunity don't wait for nobody. So I'm in the height of Vaso popping, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you need me? Let's go. I'm on the road from, man, I spent my birthday on the road. Every day we went to another state.
Where was the first place y'all went?
Florida. We went crazy. It's all on YouTube.
You remember that night?
Man, it was at like a college. Man,
Remember the first night.
it went crazy, bro. It was like 2013, 14. Like, I'm locked in with Free. Like, I still recently do stuff for Frida. Like, that's the only thing I really DJ for that in the strip club. That's what I was doing over the COVID. Like, but I had to slow down because I had situations going on, businesses I was trying to run. And, that's my dog, so he understand. He like, just, let's find us another DJ who record straight where they can fly, go overseas and stuff, and do your thing. And he always will reach back out like, I need you. You want to come do something? And I still work with Frida often, like going on tour, going to London. And he gonna make sure I never had a problem with him. Like, you gonna get paid. They gonna give you money for food. But I'm talking about even years ago when he wasn't making as much as he making now. He gonna bust it down.
Right.
He gonna pay you every day for food. You gonna make on the road 45 days with them. You probably make $2,000-$3,000 just off him giving you money for food because he put all that down in his rider for the managers and shit gotta pay everybody a day for food. Like he take care of everything. He do real good business, bro. Real talk. I learned a lot from them, man. You know what I'm saying? Our birthdays, both us in January, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no complex in my sex, so I can say,
Right.
man, that's my dog.
But growing up in New Orleans, and I'm gonna tell you this.
Everybody fuck with Frida.
See, this is the thing. When you a hustler, right? You understand people.
Right.
You hear me? You're a people person. And being a people person not meaning that you separate this from that. Everybody do whatever they do. People just people at the end of the day. And once you can really like put that in your hustle, can't nobody really, and that's why I say it only makes sense for you because you look at the whole, you look at the whole
blueprint.
You dig? Like you look at all these everybody at DJ, right? Not even calling nobody else out. It's just that you always just presented yourself as a hustler. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense for that relationship to build. You know what I'm saying? Just based off that, I never really knew that much about. Every time I see Frida, I always tell her, I say, man, look, let's lock in for an interview. Let's lock in with some. And he like. Man. At first he was like, yeah, we're gonna do something. And then he was like, look, holler at my people and we're gonna do something. I be so busy. Right. You did like but he always be accessible, like especially in the club and stuff. We running and talk. But I'm a real official person. Right. I'm not gonna be like trying to just record you and you know what I'm saying, just on some and just to get so I record them performing, but when it come down to like just that one-on-one, we just gonna have the times just gonna have to. We gonna get our one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get our one-on-one because I really want to talk and just lock it in. Cause I did one with Hassan. I did one with Super. You know what I'm saying? So
and look, I want to give you a little advice. Always remember this, bro. Mm-hmm. When you networking, really. This is how you gonna stand out. This is a little secret I can see.
All right.
When you networking, bro, it's a time and a place for everything. So really, people don't take you serious. Really, you networking in a club. We drinking, we smoking, they doing, you know. You gotta lock in like.
You know the funny thing?
Cause that's going in one end out the other.
Look. This is the funny thing. Just like me and you, we've been locking in for years and years and years and years.
Believe
right? And on different shit, you did like I'm coming record. I'm just coming. Yeah. You did. I'm coming through. I'm like I already know you about to bring the everything it is. So I got my camera charged way before when you get there, making sure you straight.
We've been
so then even with the podcast and everything else, I didn't see Frida at fucking Reed Supermarket. I'd be like, look, I always say the same thing. You know me. I always say the same thing. I said, look. Remember, we gotta lock in. Be like, yeah, we gonna do it. Yeah, we gonna do it.
He'll stand on it. You just gotta remind him, like
we gonna do it. And I know God time. We gonna lock in. And we gonna do it. You did. One thing I wanted to just speak on too. Now, with the evolution of you, right? I watch you go from a DJ turning up all the clubs, like having all the wavy people on. Like you kind of like the bricklayer for a lot of what we see going on in current the bounce market and New Orleans rap in general. Because then you popped out with this kid, right? So let me think. Let me bring myself back. I was in the mix. I was recording a whole lot of parties, a whole lot of pool parties. Then I run into this kid. And one of my park kids was like, Coach, my dad and them throwing a thing at this warehouse, and Nino Calvin gonna be there. Once you say Nino Calvin, sign me up. You did like Nino Calvin, I'm in, right?
Right.
But then I get there and I see this kid, right? Tall kid, holding the mic, controlling the crowd. I'm like, man, who the fuck is this fucking kid? Like this kid fucking like he's really he holding the party down. The youth fucking with him. They know his songs. I'm like, and I don't know this kid. So I'm like, all right, now I got to do my homework. Then I see you, right? Speak on this kid.
Yeah, Teasy, man. That's our little dog. He a real hustler, you know. We unfortunately we had to, you know, split our ties right now. So he under new management. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, man, that's still a brother. He know I'm one phone call away.
Right.
Because I genuinely want to see him win. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if SpongeBob was his manager. I genuinely still want to see you win. You feel me? So I always do lock in with him, like, tell him, you know, if you need the black truck, hit me up. You know, we want to see him win.
Right.
That's our little dog.
How did you find? How did you end up? How did that relationship end up coming about?
I was out eating one day. It was when this was, I think right before COVID, or right when COVID started. Me and my girl was out eating. Right, I had the kids and shit. So he was working at, I think it's New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood. That was the name of it, brother. He was working out on a register. So I just ate. You know, I had the chain on. I had one chain on. You know, so I just ate my food left, and he had DM me. Excuse me. He had DM me. Was like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" I forgot exactly what he said, but he was like, "I'm trying to see do you manage and can I lock in with you to be my manager?" I'm like, let's set a meeting up if I could go over everything, you can present everything you got going on, if I could see if it's gonna be a waste of my time, you know? Cause I'm really heads up, bro. Like I ain't gonna never waste my time, like ever. So you ain't gotta never think like, damn, you think he was fucking with this? Cause if he wasn't, he wouldn't even be here. I'm one of them, you know what I'm saying? So, man, he a little superstar, bro. He got some deals and shit on the table for him. People been calling for him. But like I said, he signed to some, I forgot the people he signed to, you know. The producer, D-Day, put him in a good situation. You know, we fuck with D-Day. Shout out to D-Day. D-Day put him in a situation. And as far as Nino Calvin, you know, he liked the Nino Calvin a lot. Like, when I first met him, I found out that he really fucked with Nino. Like, he used to really bump him. I was looking at his, on Instagram, the little things you save at the top, the little bubbles. Right. He had a whole section for Nino Calvin. Like, he was fucking with him. He was going to his concerts and everything. So we kind of surprised him and paid Nino to do a verse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I randomly just picked the song because I don't even want to tell you because I don't want you to overthink this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And pick the wrong song. So I picked the song and he picked.
You feel like you said you picked the wrong song?
No, I said I ain't want to tell him.
Oh, right.
Okay, you about to, hey, we about to do a verse of Nino, right?
Right.
He gonna be, you know, we probably be nervous. I'll be nervous.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
That's like you about to get anybody be nervous. You about to get a big feature.
Right.
So I just took one of his songs he already had. And the good thing about him at the time, like he always was writing and stuff, all the songs he had, they was all gold. So when I took that song and I told him at the end, like, I sent this to Nino to get on, and I wanted to test him, I gave him a test. I said, you got anything you need to change or no? He's like, nah, you can send it. So that, to me, that was a big thing because, you know, usually you a producer, you tell somebody, oh, I'm about to send this to Jay-Z. You got anything you want to change on the record? Boy, run that bitch back real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, like I said, that's you know what I'm saying? Shout out Teaser, he gonna win, that's the bro. But we on to some other stuff too, though. You know, he got another team and they with him. That's a good thing.
See, me being a Park football coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand your role in the game, especially in the local market,
Right.
Because the market itself is dead, right? Without people like you like the fucking what they call that shit when the COVID patients go in and they gotta put them on the fucking the ventilator. You the ventilator for the market, for the New Orleans market right now, because they.
Now they cut you off. That's what I wanted to think about. I'm glad you said that too because they not gonna say it, but a lot of stuff. My whole aim was to show people, other DJs and other people that we can buy party buses and let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was really scared to make a move. You see what I'm saying? They was stuck like just making their little DJ money. But I wanted to invest all my little DJ money.
See, I can 100% attest to that. Like I came in the game through the 10 Wall Buck side. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
That's who really like locked me in with the Successful 5 and just getting to the different popping spots.
You lit.
Know what I'm saying?
You know you lit, boy.
Like this was 2014. And so I'm seeing the evolution of you know what I'm saying? Like from marketing and everything else, like I'm really a witness to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga making. I'm like, ooh,
give me a water, brother, please.
And I kept seeing you make different moves
I
was just, and I'm like,
gotta try something.
and I'm saluting it because I'm saying Buck make different moves
Big
too.
time.
Well, he doing plays. He like I'm giving him weed socks. He ain't never see weed socks. He like, man, this nigga selling. Like, I'm linking in with all the
Well, yeah,
fucking
them bitches
stores with
had a
the weed
fire
socks.
wave,
You
boy.
did
Real
like,
talk.
and that's how I end up linking in with Buck and Float. You did like through the weed socks. So I'm giving them shit,
Man, you
and I'm
got the
giving Super
blueprint, brother.
shit.
You
You
got it.
did,
You
and
got it.
and that's right when Super was about to start buzzing. You did, and both of them really like buzzing at the same time, and everything high BTY out, and like the whole city on fire. And I'm pumping these fucking weed socks, linking all these making all these connections, recording shit on my phone.
Look
You
at, boy,
did?
I was just about to go to that. Son, listen, this nigga works so hard, bro, and I want to give him his flowers too. And it's like, he know the blueprint. Like, everybody else probably ain't see it at first. Now they see it, but I saw it been. Like, I never took him for granted. He know. I'm like, oh, this nigga got the blueprint. From everything he do makes sense. So it's like, with that part, son, them niggas like,
And I was looking at you, and out of all the DJs, right? And I'm saying DJs do different shit, and I'm saying like even artists from Buck End do different shit. You did. You really hit that charge of hitting the market. So and that's why I wanted to tie that in to me being a park coach, right?
Right.
So a lot of times you develop these kids, right?
Right.
And you develop them and you teach them their stance and
Uh-huh.
you teach them how to hike and then you teach them a lot of their fundamentals, right? And you
Right.
watch them grow and you teach them how to be a good person and all that. And they come up and then you see a high school coach, college coach be like, yeah, I'm the reason why, you know what I'm saying?
No, I pushed that in them already, baby.
So I
As
understand
in
the
advance,
bricklayer
yeah.
thing, you know what I'm saying?
So,
Like, no, you don't really know this kid. Like, I really know this kid. Like, for real. Can you speak on that side of things? Because you being an innovator and a person that laid down a lot of groundwork for artists, can you speak on that feeling of how you feel when you see an artist that you really put a lot into on the groundwork side? You know what I'm saying? Like, grow.
man, son, it really started with, I'm gonna be honest, bro, and a lot of people know this. It really started with, like, I said it with the halfway junk, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got contracts, like, I'm telling you, I'm booking the shows and everything, and I'm DJing, both out there on contract. But it's like, once Feast caught him and shit, it's like, of course you supposed to go with Fee. He Fee, and I'm just me from a couple of years ago, my bad.
Right.
So I ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I just felt like nigga could at least mention my name for this shit, bought me a boy, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I done been burned, bro, so that shit just,
Wow. Say, just speaking on just business like that, right? So you take me back to you and S80, right? What that relationship was like.
man, nah, we had a beautiful relationship. Beautiful. I know it, like, I don't have no problem with him because I know the pressure it was under, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I played a big part with him too, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were working, like, and come on, let's go.
And I never knew that.
Yeah. So, it's like, once Fee and them came along, you gonna have so much other shit going through your head. I ain't gonna say your intention was to fuck over him, but you got so much going through your head. Now you about to try to get signed. Wayne about to get on your song. You got all this running through your head. You not about to think about, let me just implicate this little nigga because he was a part of this, what we doing right now. That would have just helped me out because all they gonna do is say, man, look, you gotta cut all them people out, dog. We about to deal with you, like, we about to blow up. Anybody you had around you doing, you know how it go.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just
Right.
assuming, bro.
Right.
So it really was dead. I don't even like, I count my blessings, bro. I don't really be tripping. Like, I don't be having no problem with nobody because the Lord take care of me.
But if you think about a situation like that, right? We talk about S80, right? A popping song coming through. You got a manager who got his hands on the computers. You did because
And that's my fault. I wasn't physically his manager. How the contract was typed up, I'm gonna tell you, just say it was a verbal agreement contract between them and S80, his real name, and me and my real name. You know what I'm saying? So on the part, I'm just making sure because nigga like to twist your words up.
Right,
So
right,
you
right,
gotta
right.
be
Right.
direct.
Right.
I like to just be direct because
Right.
I don't want them to assume that's what you were saying.
Right.
You feel me?
No, what I'm saying is, all right. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back full circle.
All right.
All right. The baby, right?
Mhm.
The baby sold 100 something units, 100 something thousand. His first coming out, right?
Mhm.
He said something about a certain demographic of people, right?
Mhm.
And he drop an album, he sell 15,000, right?
Mhm.
Because the people who had their hands on the computers didn't make it pop, right? So now we're in the middle of a battle. All
Right.
right, we're in the middle of we really in the middle of a matrix of us against the computers, right?
That's a fact.
And people who choose the computers, I'm just letting you know, I don't care what type of business you doing. The computers, just computers.
They gonna
Like that
trick you.
shit not real. So shout out to Fee because Fee really like some upper management, right?
Yeah.
And he locked in with Universal, he locked in with Young Money, he
So it's
locked
a
in
plus.
with
And
Wayne.
basically, not to cut you off, now you see what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Think about that. Like fee but I was trying to do that at the time too. So I go to show you, I've been had that plan. You see, I was trying to be like that. Remember I told you, I'm being a manager because I'm building the relationships off DJ.
But I think
and then like you said, I'm gonna have Def Jam in my pocket. I got all these DJ at the radio stations in my pocket because I'm a DJ. So like you say, we're gonna do a fee movie.
for me personally, I feel like you sleep because it's kind of like God never gonna put you in a position you ain't supposed to be in.
Believe that,
You
bro.
dig? I don't care how bad you're knowing it. You dig? That's just like your child. Your child, he want this, he want that. You ain't ready for that.
Believe
You
that,
dig?
bro.
You ain't ready for that. Like that ain't even for you,
That's real.
right? So, like when you look at you, the king of the underground. That's what you is. Like you, the one who teach motherfuckers how to get in their stance. You dig? So if you end up going fucking digital, if you end up being a computer nigga, you did ain't no you can't come back and tap in with the
No.
nigga that's putting in a stance. You ain't gonna never have time to tap in with the nigga. You gonna have another nigga that replace you. That's if they have another nigga,
That's
you
a
did that
fact.
replace you.
That's a
You
fact.
that nigga that teach fucking niggas how
get
to
in their
teach
stance.
their stance. You did how to say, oh look, when the ball move, you don't move to the ball move.
Right.
You that nigga.
Believe
So
that.
once you leave the park, nigga, it's either ain't gonna be no more of that nigga, or you did like it's just gonna be a loss. Like it's gonna turn into the Wild Wild West. You know what I'm saying? Like so, you really the ground. It's like so if you get that position, if S80 put you in that position, you a whole different nigga because you don't even have time to fuck with Avani. You don't even have time to fuck with
Shit, Vanny going up too.
right. But at the same time, when you a computer nigga,
Yeah.
you just don't have your time. That's why they rely on niggas like you who really tapped into the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah, I didn't work with a lot of artists, I ain't gonna lie, but mainly she got a nice little blueprint what she got going.
what's different
And
about Vani?
you know it's different because she making a bounce song, but she making the rap songs too because most
Why
of,
Vani? They got a lot of different female
I-
bounce artists.
I had this was before like right when COVID hit. I'm sorry, I keep hitting
Right.
this. Right when COVID hit. So this really wasn't nothing new. This was right before COVID hit when she was pregnant, you know what I'm saying?
He still got.
Just make sure it's clear close to you. Just the mic part. Just the mic part.
So just for COVID,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She had, when she dropped the song, Stop Acting Crazy, it was going up, just that part, that Stop Acting Crazy. So I'm like, man, you know I print, I make shirts too. She was like, I got me a shirt made like that before too. I said, man, let's sell them. With the Stop Acting Crazy on them. Man, we were selling shirts, hoodies, all that. So, you know what I'm saying? We had pushing that shit. And then she was pregnant. I'm bringing her to her shows, nigga. I'm bringing out the Sprinter. You know what I'm saying? We going to the shows, getting a little bread and all that. But, she had a situation. She lost her baby and stuff. So she was down for a minute. She shook all the way back. She just had to get her. She's so humble now, because she really get a lot of calls, bro, from big people. But I be always having to tell her, man. I used to always tell her, man, you better get somebody to start booking your stuff, son. You can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? But, like, right now, bro, I got a contract right now with Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? With her name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I say, what the difference is, she started more rapping. If you think about it, Bounce used to be just, but her first 16, she rapping. All her verse, she rapping it. You know what I'm saying? She rapping. So I'm like, damn, this what we changing up to? And he shaking to a nigga just rapping lyrics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When was your first time ever meeting Vonnie?
Oh, I had met Vonnie a long time ago, like when I first started DJing too, and she used to just be, they used to be at the Red Velvet. They whole little clique, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty Gang.
Yeah. They used to be.
Reedy, Shardeja,
Yeah, they used
Vonnie.
to be. Shout out to Reed too, man. That's my dog. You know, Reed
Shout
laced
out
me
to
up in her
Pretty
song.
Gang. Look, I could bring you back to this, all right? This
Right.
2014, Red Velvet. I just locked in with Seth 45, right?
Right.
He got me coming to the West Bank, right?
Right.
I'm from Marrero, so I never go to the West Bank. Simple as that. Like I'm a man of fundamentals, you hear me? I understand that they're gonna hate you. They're gonna always hate you where you from
That's a
unless
fact.
they miss you. You hear me? So I'd rather you miss me than hate me. So I'll just never come back. I'm gonna really lay it down where I'm at,
Right.
because that's where I'm at.
Right.
That's where God sent me. But you gonna miss me where
When
I'm
I'm
at.
gone, you
Where
gonna
I'm
feel it.
from, you gonna miss me. You
I'ma make
did,
sure
because
of that.
that's not where I'm supposed to be. Simple as that. That's why even Bun B said they gonna all, why motherfuckers everywhere you at from your own little town, you hear me? They gonna always hate you where you from.
Right.
They gonna always come and kill you where you from. All the rappers die where they from, unless they miss you. You be moving around so much, they always gonna miss you because you doing so much, and that's the hustler's thing. You never
Right.
stay nowhere for 15 minutes, my nigga.
Hey,
Like every hustler know. You did, like, unless I'm making money, after I'm stop making money, I got 15 minutes being here. You did. I'ma leave. I'ma be here before the party start. I'ma leave before the party leave. That's just a hustler's promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we stay alive.
Man.
So
Now,
Pretty Gang, Red Velvet, 2014, 2013, around that time of the year, right? You see a group, Pretty Gang.
Yeah.
How, like, you can take me back to that time when you,
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even remember. I know they was in there, but I never
you was hot then.
Yeah, but I never really like paid attention to them because I be so locked in DJing. So I really like we you know we knew each other off me DJing and them being in
Because
there,
you
but
was already hot, and I
Yeah,
don't
I don't even
know
think we was
how
following
hot
each other, none of
niggas
that.
really process other hot niggas.
Right.
You did, because I don't know, because y'all was really like flaming at the time, and I'm gonna say this: when I first walked in Red Velvet, right,
right.
and I heard Pretty Gang, which was Reedy, Vonnie, Shardeja. Reedy was the one who stood out the most for me because her energy was just ridiculous. But all of them bought something different to, you know what I'm saying, to make it make sense.
If they get on the same page, they'd be unstoppable. The rest, that's why
They really the bounce high boys.
Listen, I did a concert with all them. I call it this city, the real city girls.
See, but that's why you so important, because I watched the other night when I went to Michael birthday party, right? I seen you come in with Vonnie, right? I see Super Bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was there during the organic build of a lot of those artists, and I watched people try to throw events, and with the girls, like even since 45, every event ended in like a Royal Rumble at the end of the fucking event. Somebody had a problem with somebody, and it was getting settled in a parking lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people like you and different management teams start to grab these girls, right? And we can start to make these environments
Cleaning them
more,
up.
you know what I'm saying? Like with
Clean
the
up.
men just coming in and being men and being like diplomatic within each other and being like, all right, she don't like her, she don't like her, all right, just keep your
That's
distance.
what we did.
And
Our first show back with her, you know, we settled all that, like, you know, and she was up for it too because she know, you know, we gotta grow, and that's a blockage right now.
women respect real men though. I don't care who the woman is.
Right.
Like when you're a real male, they gonna really just respect you out. You know what I'm saying? And just
Right.
respect, you know, your God given power to direct. And you know that you kind of brought that to the game with for the local scene, and like I really appreciate that because
Shit,
that's
bro.
really gonna clean it up and really build the whole market, bro. Like it really
Thank
is.
you,
It really
bro.
gonna build a market. Can you speak on your relationship with Viney? Like, how did that end up becoming? How she end up becoming part of the team?
Like I said, I was messing with her for COVID. That's when she started messing with our management team for COVID because I called her. You know, I sat back and watched how she was moving. You know, she was doing her thing with the shows and stuff. And I really just sit back and look at certain people and see what they got going on. And I just tell them what my opinion that you could fix a little bit. Like, she a great performer. Her stage presence is good. She interact with the crowd. She don't act stuck up. She had a lot of good shit about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's small stuff we be having to change too. It ain't, ain't too much.
Right, you just looking at it with a hustler's eye.
Yeah.
And once I seen Viney with you,
And she making real money, and I'm making real money. This ain't just no doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting good money out of that shit.
right.
Good money.
When I seen her with you, I said, "Oh, this makes sense." It was just me
You
just
saw the look.
evaluating you again. I'm like,
You saw the look.
damn, this nigga is really like, this nigga
Because
just
he was
that
coming,
nigga, man.
he was at all the events when we came through with Tease It, looking like we got the president with us. And when we come through with Viney, I bet niggas saw. And I ain't lying, at the little event her Super Bad had before that, you know, she came straight out her section to go holler at him, and both of them was cahoots, man. I was loving it. I
I
good
love
energy,
Superbad.
dog.
I love
both of them,
Reedy.
dog. All of them.
Like
I was
like
so
all
happy to
these-
see all of them on the stage. I'm like, man, that's how it's supposed to be, man. For real.
These girls in the bounce world.
Right.
Can you speak on that? Because they kind of took over bounce music. Like when you look at all those girls, like even from like what, what's the beautiful little girl name out there Magnolia?
Oh, Keith, no.
No. Out the Magnolia, man.
I be so lost.
Dog.
She knew?
No, man. What's this girl
make
name, man?
music?
Yeah, man. She be with Nino Kelvin. Treaty, man. Treaty. From Treaty, cause she not like just a bounce artist. She like rap and she do different stuff, but she kind of tie in with the other bounce artists and the whole, and the whole gang. You really have your finger on that pulse. You thinking of like from a hustler's point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever thought about just locking down that whole market because they really took over the whole entertainment industry for like
About grabbing
a whole 5
all of
years?
them?
Yeah, just
all
like
of them. Most
or
they
just-
came at me, but I be on some not thinking. That's where I was at. That's a great idea because I was thinking about it, right?
Right.
But then I thought about not just chasing the money. That's gonna be me chasing the money, but in a sense, bro, it's really gonna overwork me and my team because we building a team. Like all them boys, we all play managers because we be needing each other. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
about that, bro, it just when you one on one with one of them, is more. You could try to get more stuff done. Except for me coming in a room and I got 5, 6, 7 motherfuckers. Like, yeah, I need all them to. And so I tell him, like, if God want that to happen, bro, he gonna make it happen. We just gonna leave it at that because
Right.
I don't want to just take y'all money. It's gonna be too overwhelmed because at the end of the day, I still have a life.
Right.
So if I do that, now it's less time for my kids. Now I can't accept all that.
Right.
So it puts you in a bubble, but you just gotta work what you got to get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
But I really see show off. I really see like because once you put your hands on something, I know that it's about to it's gonna bubble,
Okay.
and I know that it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Because you always be locked in with the youth. Your name is like synonymous with the youth, and you know what I'm saying, like and with the hustlers and in the streets, like everything like across the board, always been solid. So I know one thing, like you about to bring. So I'm really just looking at your next move, and I'm looking at your trajectory, and I'm seeing what you're doing, and I'm like, eventually, you're gonna have to jump off. Like eventually, I know just as a hustler, you gonna end up doing something crazy like within the market, dog. But they don't know because they not tapped in with the nigga that's doing the stance. So that's why I know God just sent us the link because
We better go up.
Because I know your next move about to be crazy.
Crazy.
Like
We about to go up, bro.
I feel it.
Look at this. I'm about to just show you this right quick. Look, it's the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? We going on tour. We can do parties, whatever.
So, but all right. So this is what I'm saying, bro. You going up and up and up. So eventually you're gonna end up having to take on a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So how you feel about that? Because you from one side you saying I don't know because I don't have the time for this, but you getting blessed
That's
so
gonna get
much.
no. That's gonna not. I ain't gonna lie. That's our top goal to do that, to grab all of them, like you said. But I'm gonna really say like I ain't worded right. At this moment,
Right.
meaning probably over the next 6 months to a year, I need to focus on one thing because I still don't have the art.
You think that SA situation got you like you know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, no,
Because
no.
you know, like you invested a lot into all this and so you don't want to put too many eggs in a basket.
Yeah, that's dead. I ain't even worrying about him no more.
Right.
Excuse me, but bro, that shit be, yeah, that shit with him, that shit was crazy, dog. But other than
But I heard other things go through like you know that's just normal music business. It's just you know what I'm
no,
saying.
really,
It's not personal. It's just
no.
music business is like that because like a lot of people from that professional side they know how to make an artist make a move however left
They
or
get
right. You
pay
know
to get them
yeah
out, huh?
like you know they do their thing. So but you been a person who have your finger on the pulse, bro. What other artists you feel like out there that if you could say that like if you had to what's the other artist that you looking at that you feel like that's buzzing right now?
Really, our show music group, really, like I tell nigga, we got I got license and permit. We licensed to be managers, like, but
Right.
niggas think we got like a record label. You know what I'm saying? So really, we go for we look for people and shit, but we don't really be like you want a manager. You know what I'm saying? We just be trying to work, and they all just come to us. But as far as that, I ain't gonna lie, they got a lot. They ain't got a lot, but I fuck with my dog, Young Chris.
Chris.
Chris doing this shit. Cause he noticed the blueprint. That's why I'm saying I really don't want go with everybody at one time. Cause think
Right.
about this, I still gotta learn the blueprint. So like you say, we can't put all our eggs in one bucket. Cause if we go up there and some fall on the bridge, now that's all our eggs.
Right.
Versus if we go take her up to go meet the people, and they shut us down because she don't have this. We know the next couple of them, we gonna have this when y'all go through the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
we
Right.
gotta still figure this shit out.
Say you think it's it because it gotta be a shame though. Like see for us to still be at this point in the game say a lot about the no limits and the cash monies because as much as they like laid the foundation for us, they didn't leave the house.
Yeah, they made it hard.
You know what I'm saying? Because like they really didn't. Well, Cash Money. I could say this about Cash Money. They never really left. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I would say about Cash Money.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't think I think if they would have like really just built a house here, you did, it would have made it better for people like you because then you would have had more than just a foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because we all had the foundation, but
Real talk.
nobody didn't really get the house. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, gotcha. So I think it's kind of a shame that we still at the point where you still trying to build a house now. Like, but the house gonna be yours too.
Right.
Like you really putting in the groundwork for a lot of the artists. You even if you just starting off with Viney, right? You giving Viney this look. I seen the look that you gave Teasy. You did
Right.
like
It
I
just
know what you bring to that element, dog.
it's the
Like
small shit. That's why I'm saying I only can control one right now, maybe two, but I'm gonna do one because I want to have the same setup for all of them. Cause all of them gonna have shows on Saturday, so I'm not gonna have enough transportation of where we do like you take the black truck and take her, you take the black truck and take her. We only got two black trucks.
right,
We got a white truck, you know what I'm saying? But until I able to get enough trucks, my bad.
right, right,
Until I
right.
get enough of trucks for everybody, and cause we gotta have something for everybody. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, Saturday, all day night, all of them gotta be in different spots now.
Right.
We gotta bring her to Shreveport, she in Baton Rouge, she in the city. That's gonna be a mess.
Facts. But think about this too. If you have three buzzing hot artists, right?
Yeah.
That's able to get shows in Shreveport, all these different places. Then at that point, fuck it. As you know, any hustler gonna know this. Oh, bitch, I'm about to throw my own shows.
Yeah.
Like, but like now you can't even afford to really book my artists because bitch, now we throwing a show in Shreveport. Now we throwing just
That's what
one
we
show.
doing. We
You know what I'm
doing the
saying? Like
tour.
I already know. Like
Son,
I really
you
didn't
know a
want to
lot,
say
bro.
that because
You
I
know
don't
a
want
lot,
really
bro.
like expose the
You
game
know a
like
lot.
that,
You
dog.
got, you
but
know,
I
you
just
got
be
the,
reading the
that bitch
board.
got the print.
And
He
and
got
when
that
you
bitch.
play sports, when you play
That bitch got
spades,
that
you
blueprint.
don't talk over
He
the
do.
board.
Listen, that bitch got. He can smell it. That bitch can smell it. He got that blueprint. And you see, brother, I'm really big on it. I'm big on branding. That take you back to.
My name Brandon.
You know
That's
what I'm
why I
saying?
know. You're like they call me
you-
Benjamin. You're but my name is Brandon
Man,
for a reason, nigga. Like
son.
I know Brandon is the
we
fucking. That's the
brand
way.
so much, as you can see. Them boy look show off everything we do. Like even when we pull up, it's gonna look exclusive.
Right.
We got that bitch on the truck. You saw it on the truck. We got the chains and we all even. We don't like dudes don't rap. All the entrepreneurs like
Right.
me and brother got a whole salon together.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We got a whole salon, a hair salon. Oh, if you need boo runners, holler at us too. We got a hair salon.
No, T is the ultimate hustler, and
And
I
there's
can
a
say this.
barbershop.
I can say this. You really inspire me, right? So like everything I do, like I just know one thing. If this nigga still hustling, I still got to be
Yeah,
hustling.
I
Like
respect it.
it's almost like a marathon. Like
Yeah.
Nipsey said, like man, this nigga running. Yeah, I'm tired, but this nigga
I
been
gotta-
running too. This nigga tired. You hear
I
me? So
gotta
fuck,
keep
I gotta
running.
keep running. If that nigga could run, I could run because if he could do it, I could do it.
And that's what I
the
was
hustler's
trying
promise.
to, brother. I swear, that's the energy I was trying to put out there.
Right.
But they get so far caught up with the women saying weird shit. I'm only assuming it's how most of them will go to hating on me. They'll hop on, they'll see my bus and then hop on their bus and like, oh no, baby, anything. We gotta call T.
Right.
Not you. Now you saying smart shit towards me because they said that. They might it always be like that. Like nigga, I only have a smart comment when the people telling you something. But you know the people gonna mix it up bad. They gonna take nothing I said and go over there with it. Oh no, your shit regular because T shit don't be like this. You know what I'm saying? So now,
But
in
you
a
know,
sense,
you set the standard. Dog, one thing I say about you, the like you really set the standard for man, look, niggas just gotta look. Once a nigga sell up the market, you gotta respect the market.
That's it.
You can say what you want to say out your mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dog, you setting up the market, dog. You
Appreciate it.
really setting the standard to what shit's supposed to be. You dig? And niggas supposed to be in their feelings. If they not in their feelings, it ain't right because you setting the market up, bro. Like they gotta respect the game. Like it was the Wild Wild West. Niggas was selling nickel bags for $3 and $2, now they $5, my nigga. You hear me? Next week they gonna be 10. Respect the game, son. Go to work. You
Real
did get
talk.
more money. You did because this the market. You can't you could afford to be in it or you can't. You did like and that's just what hustlers do.
And as you can see, I'm really got the cash money and no limit blueprint. I'm trying to use the no limit and the cash money blueprint and mix it together with mine. That's how I know is you gotta have multiple trucks and shit. Like nigga, we got excursion and everything like Cash Money used to have.
Right.
We about to get that bitch wrapped. We be on that 1 hour truck getting wrapped. We got 2 black trucks. One of them getting wrapped when we come out just for us, and we'll have security in the other one.
Right.
We just be big on that branding, like
Right.
we gonna have it laced up like that. You gonna see that show off everywhere now, and that's what we doing. Like right now, I'm laid back. I lost my page that was popping.
Right.
I just fell off. I ain't really interact on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know that's what the people on Instagram. But I'm like an old school brother. Like I come from, so I know how to hustle manually. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Without the internet.
Right.
You hear me? So I know how to hustle manually.
But you
without,
we about to lock you back in on the internet. Don't trip. Like what you doing,
right.
you about to go up, bro. Like,
appreciate it,
like,
bro.
Like everything you lost, you about to get that back 3
Man,
times. You did
I
like
hope so.
believe it. Like I could feel it in my soul. Then you locking in with us.
Yeah.
You know how solid we run. You dig? And we
fuck with
really
y'all.
digging the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So like you locking in with some real ones. We gonna make the shit right. Don't trip. That's why you here. You dig? And I was so happy to have you here, dog,
Man,
because
I'm happy to be here.
our relationship been years in years. You hear me? Like just from
Keep
watching the
keeping a
hustle
good
from
face card. Now
like,
think about it. I'm glad you said this. Think about this now. Now you know how Nino Calvin is, right?
right,
You know about, they being some beef and shit.
right,
You know how they move. They like to move nice, right?
right.
You think Nino Calvin just would come to the East for anybody? Think about it. It's never was thought about. Just think about this. He was in New Orleans East. You know where we was at.
How much literal time we have? Can we have another 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. What time is it right now? What time is it? What time is it right now?
Oh, y'all got another show.
Yeah.
We,
What's time? 8:01. Let me see if Hollywood.
oh, that's
Where
with
my
it?
phone at?
That with it?
Damn, where the fuck my phone at? Oh shit. No, not on Pound P. The cameraman for on Rifle 9. Oh,
Yeah, I got to lock in with you too, cause I'm trying to get I need a professional. We need a professional like 30-second
he outside.
promo clip.
Look,
Like,
look. About it. I want you to say this. You hear me? Bring me back to that night because I recorded that night. You got Nino Calvin in New Orleans East, off of Reed, fucking all like it was crazy. Viney there, Teasy there. Tell me about that night.
son, and dude and them trust a nigga so much just from having a good face card that we let him pull in the garage on the other side. They wanted me to go drop him all back by his car. He wanted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He parked his car way at the hospital on Reed, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't want nobody to follow him. He didn't want a nigga to know. He asked me to come with him. All that play a big part of showing you how a nigga trust and how your face card is. Because I feel like personally, I don't think he'd come to the East. Because that's what I was saying at first. But he know that my events, I ain't gonna say he know that, but he probably felt it. All my events gonna be protected. Like, we not trying to be cheap.
Right.
I done had events, we had more police than people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's
Dog,
good.
that
They had
night,
a good face card.
That night was crazy. He went through the fucking side, took pictures, took videos. Everything was comfortable. Like the kids was like going crazy. Teaser made a fucking like a crazy like that whole night is on my YouTube page right now. Like they really went up that night, dog.
That night right there, brother, I ain't lying. We gonna leave that one in the past since we on a new thing.
Viney went crazy that night. I ain't gonna lie. Viney went fucking insane that night, dog.
Real
like
tough.
her and Nino Kelvin gave like a performance that was just
I was mad at they came late as a motherfucker.
dog.
We had like 100 people leave just waiting.
Yeah, dog.
Real
But he
tough.
still
showed up.
came in and
He showed up and showed off, baby.
Diddy with the fucking glizzy on him. You hear me? Look, this Benjiman's Room episode. What it was? 19? Oh, we almost on the 20-piece year, and we with DJ fucking T. The innovator, the creator, the fucking hustler of the year. I don't. If nobody didn't give him the award, I'm giving him the hustler of the year award because every year you did for the last 10 years. You did like this nigga can't be matched. You hear me? And this is just from one hustler to another. Salute. You did.
I appreciate it, bro.
And I appreciate you, bro. Like real talk, bro. I really do. We gonna lock in. We gonna do you. If you see Benjiman's Room and this whole thing really just go to a different level. Trust me, DJ T about to
man, listen, y'all about to be it, son. And if y'all ever want to just fuck off and have another setup, I got a cool setup for y'all
man,
at the spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Real tough. I better put y'all on this one. In the middle, look, we'll be on. They sitting in the curve part and the little mics. You know what I'm saying?
Man, whatever you want to do. Look, we locked in.
We locked in. We about to lock in.
Look. We about to do some real business. Cause I already know what you do. I know what you do. All this,
man.
You dig? And when hustlers get with hustlers,
the
money
whole secret is, dog, ain't even a secret. It's two things. First is God all the time. We're gonna bring that up again. We're gonna thank him for ending this interview without nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna thank him for letting us pull up here.
Right.
We're thank him for giving us the voice to say these things right now. Like I'm grateful for all that first.
Right.
And
Right.
then second is, you know what I'm saying, like my family, dog. I keep my family straight, and that's why I get a lot of good stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? Blessings. It ain't
Dog.
luck. It ain't nothing. It's just that's the key to it. Like,
Dog, I'm happy you said that because that's what I preach to my kids, like on the park, within my community.
Right.
And I'm happy you could because you really be a part of that, dog, and you really been holding like them kids down and showing them
right.
you did what a real hustler is. You did.
And that's my whole thing, brother. Like, I'm really trying to get set up to go to some schools.
right.
Because I just want to show them, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get them off looking at rap videos all day. I know because my son tried that, so he know that you don't have to be no rapper to do this. So that's why on the front of our salon, we got the kids' pictures on there. We got our children pictures on there.
Right.
All that play a big part, letting them pull up, see themselves on the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, we got it wrapped on there. Ain't no little poster and then that be on our windows. Like, it's a wrap.
Right.
So
Right.
I try to show them the conversation different. They be telling each other shit like, boy, I hear them playing the guitars. When I go pick up this bus, meet me over here by the yard, and we gonna go through it, take all the seats out, put a pole in there, and we gonna put some lights. You know, all that show me that, like, I ain't trying to have them thinking that I want y'all to know what's going on.
See, if you was in there talking about whipping up a brick
No.
and doing all that, guess what they'll be doing? Talking about whipping up a brick.
They can
But
have
that's
it.
all they hear you doing.
They can have
It's
it.
talking about working, different hustles. So God gonna automatically send that spirit and that line of thinking straight to him.
They ain't
You
believe
dig?
in us. God did.
God did, you hear me?
Man.
This episode 18? 19. Damn, it's episode 19, you hear me? And we live in Music Box Studios. I'm always getting the episodes wrong, you hear me? Shout out to KP, the engineer, producer, the fucking lifeline to this shit, you hear me? Shout out to T and his whole team. We about to link up and we about to do something big. 'Cause this all about relationships,
Sure.
you dig?
And look at we so man, our team small, bro. Believe it or not, this is all we got right here.
Wow.
And the artists, we
Right.
small, but we be trying to just still put that power down, dog.
That's why I'm mad at T though, but I
We
ain't
small.
gonna
We
look.
trying to fuck with
That's
you.
why I'm mad at T.
We tryna
You
fuck
hear
with
me?
you.
Look,
Man, listen,
that's
we-
why you know what I'm about to say.
We
you
all
know?
got a link, dog, because we
Facts.
all can. We
Facts.
both in y'all life and my life, we both missing each other.
Right.
Even though that's not holding us back, but it's like a fucking inquiry on your credit report.
Right.
Like, it's the lowest bill. You owe them like $100, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta get these big ones. Yeah, it's up there.
Man, look, them chains been linked. You hear me? And,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
And
been.
now we about to really link in and make this make sense. You hear me? Cause I said I was gonna call you Monday, and I ain't call you till Wednesday. You hear
Man,
me?
son, and listen, both of my dogs, both of them just come home. How long you been home, brother? A year. And he make a year on the 19th. Them boys only been home a couple of months.
Wow, God
We out-
bless.
God blessing
God
us,
bless,
brother.
dog.
Like, we ain't, even though this material shit, we ain't wearing, all us got a chain. Nobody, shit different from nobody.
Right.
But we intelligent too, we smart. We gonna write the bitch off on our taxes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna look good, but we gonna make sense too.
Yeah, I
And
can't
we
wait till
all-
you teach me about taxes.
Man, we
You
all
hear me?
got our shit, brother. Like, everything we do, we try to brand our shit. Like I told you, from the pulling up, we gonna make sure everything makes sense. I'm big on that because people go with a follow up. Think about, we walk in a room full of girls right now, right?
Right.
We got all these chains on wherever we at. You don't think one of them or two of them about to go peep out the window and see what they jumping in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody is the follower. You see a nigga be like, what he in? That must be his shit. You know
Right.
how we automatically just do that? That gotta be dude shit. That bit was clean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna know when we come through.
You can't have the Gucci and the Prada and jump in the Ultimate.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
We big on that, son.
Like, like, nah, that ain't. That's a red flag. Something ain't adding
We
up.
big on
You're-
that,
but
son.
you gotta make it add up, especially for the customer. You nigga, like, I'm a person. Well, we about to wrap it up because we got another. But
You know
but,
we go to getting overboard.
Right. But I'm a person. Well, nigga, I wear this. I bought like 20 pair of these and
That's high.
and 30 pair of these and a different graphic tee. And I'm that nigga. But then I started getting to a point where all the kids started recognizing me on the park. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go buy new shoes. Like, nigga, I've been wearing black shoes, the same black shoes for a year last year. Now I gotta go buy new shoes because now I gotta like.
We the ones gotta show them that you don't gotta rap. I can keep buying shoes and shit too.
Right.
It's a good thing.
Right.
You just turn it into a positive. You just let them know why you bought that.
Right.
I just want to show y'all that everything y'all say y'all want, anything, we just gonna make it make sense. Excuse me.
And that's the meaning of show off. You heard me? Like, show off is not meaning in a negative way.
We're not
stunting on somebody. Like, meaning you just gonna be the best you did, and that's gonna fucking show off, nigga. Like,
there you go. And this how we go by our lingo. You know what I'm saying? God showed off when he had us. You know.
Facts. That's some New Orleans shit for you.
For sure,
It's
bro.
Benjiman's Room, episode 19. You dig? Live Music Box Studio, KP on the engineer and producer. You heard me? DJ
shout out
T.
KP.
Man, dog, it was a lovely conversation.
Shout out Benjimanzroom.
We gonna link it up and make it make sense, you dig? And we out.
Ski. Appreciate
Man,
y'all,
dog.
fellas. Man, we gotta lock in some more. I need y'all to come